The New Jerusalem, the home of the brave, it's the home of the kings and priests. All sins are forgotten, the gods have been unleashed. The Hebrews, this is how we do. This is how the Lord of all players spit issue. The chariots, this ain't no Project Bluebeam, not only a dream, know what I mean? New Jerusalem, with streets paved in gold, 12 gates made of pearl, in case you didn't know. The foundation of the walls adorned with precious stones, from jasper to sapphire, even made with emeralds. The holy city, descending out of heaven, created by the Lord, never intended for you devils. He who overcomes shall inherit all things, not only a dream, know what I mean? We are the called and the chosen, the Israelites, a God-fearing people, unlike the Edomites. Thus saith the Lord, the sorrow, the death, the pain is gone, it's no more. It's just a little introduction, a warning to the people who denies the truth of what's coming. You feel it in your spirit, get on board or start running, not only a dream, know what I mean? What is up, my gods and goddesses, kings and queens, niggas and niggas? Much love and respect to all the righteous Jews and Gentiles. Before I get started, I want to give a special shout out to my brother, Luciano Campos. I promise you, my brother, I'm going to respond to your email as soon as I possibly can. But I always got something going on with the enemy. Yeah, I'm sure you understand that. To all my subscribers, everybody watching this video, please check out my brother's channel, subscribe to his channel. And by the way, please check out his video, 144,000 gang stalking. That was one, I think that was the last video he uploaded. So please, y'all need to check that video out as well. Check out his channel and subscribe to his channel. Also, shout out to my brother Riz and Beyond the Spectrum. I said I was going to send y'all some images, but like I said, you know, always something going on with the enemy. And this is why I'm back so soon after just uploading that last video, Spirit World News. Now, I'm going to say this as quickly as I possibly can, and I'm going to let my queen,
it's your ass, Mr. Postman,
say what she got to say throughout the rest of this video. Those of you who've seen the last video I uploaded called Spirit World News, I had a video that I put in there that I put together, about 15 minutes. That video was from my queen, Catherine Irving. Now, the video that she made, that I got, that video, you know, the video that I made, I got from hers, that video that she made was like almost 35 minutes, and I took the first 15 minutes and put that segment in the last video, Spirit World News. Now, almost immediately after I uploaded that video, I was saying to myself, I hope she see this video because I haven't heard from her in a while. And I think it was around 1 o'clock in the morning. Catherine, she left a comment. And as soon as I saw her comment, before I even read it, I just saw her thumbnail. As soon as I saw it, I said, take a screenshot. And of course, I tried to respond to her comment. Yep, YouTube deleted that comment. The comment, what part of the comment I was able to get, this is what Catherine Irving said. Thank you so much, Yeshua, for playing my video. Don't forget to check out the website www.catherinepromise.land. I just created 7 promised lands in each state ready for development. And I believe that was patented. That's as far as I could get. So, anybody who's watching this video, excuse me, that was a little one. Anyone who's watching this video, if y'all didn't see the last video I uploaded, Spirit World News, when I put that little 15-minute segment of this video that I made from Catherine's video. If y'all haven't seen that video, don't worry. I'm finna show the whole video right now. And for those of you who already seen it, don't worry, because I did a little remix and I got the video from the original source that she used in her video, the video that was put up by Rap the News. So y'all gonna be able to hear the other people speaking more clearly in this video. And like I said, I only took the first 15 minutes from Catherine's video. So in this video, every single word that she spoke, yeah, I go spitting. Every single word that she spoke in her video, because like I said, I only used the first 15 minutes. Every single word that she spoke in that 34-minute video, I think it was like 34 minutes, 55 seconds. Every single word that she spoke in that video, I'm finna play it right now in this video that y'all watch. Keep wanting to play with me, and y'all keep getting fucked up. Shut up, train. Anyway, let me continue so I can close this thing out. Question is, who is Catherine Irving? She's the queen around here.
Oh my gosh!
She's a goddess. She's one of the many saviors. Obadiah, verse 21. And saviors shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the mounts of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord's. Catherine Irving. She's the author of the book, The Arrival of the Promised Land, bringing you to a place where serenity, prosperity, and magic reign supreme. Now, before I play this video, that 15-minute video that I put together in the last video of Spirit World News, I had a little warning prior to that. Shut up. I had a little warning prior to that. So I'm going to play that short clip again, because I don't trust these motherfuckers trying to be slick, talking shit, deleting people's videos and shit just because we speaking the fucking truth. So check this out, niggas. This main part of the video talking about the aftermath of the rapture. My queen, I don't think she's uploading videos on YouTube anymore, but I'm going to put the link to her channel anyway, because I don't like using other people's shit without giving credit. She put this shit in perspective about what's been happening, what's about to happen leading up to the rapture, and what's going to happen after the rapture. And she's talking about why this horrible shit is going to happen. Now, I say this all the motherfucking time. I don't give a fuck what color you are. You either righteous or you not. My queen, who made this video, she put that shit in perspective, and she's gonna mention
white people. she gonna mention white people a good number of times. And when she's talking about white people, she's talking about those who are ruling this wicked ass world, those who are wicked, these Karens and all these motherfuckers, you know. So I don't want nobody talking shit because, you know, I just said this to one of my subscribers not too long ago. Not all white people are going to hell. But of course, whenever you say anything about white people and you're a nigga, those who are wicked, who know they're guilty, they be trying to be slick and they hear what they want to hear and then they come around and start talking shit. So like I said, I don't give a fuck about color, never have, never will. You're either righteous or you're not. You got white people that's going to heaven. You got black people going to heaven. You got white people going to hell. You got black people going to hell. You got good and bad in all races. It is what it is. So, that's my warning for you motherfuckers.
Okay, I'm going to make this video. It's about the book. This is the Raptor News video that I wanted to show you, and I was telling you earlier about getting the book The Threat. Now, I'm usually always on Facebook, but Facebook kicked me off Facebook about 4 or 5 months ago because they found out I was the worst one when it comes to bringing out this real truthful information that everybody needs to know. So I only know, so now I'm just trying to load up these videos, and I don't know how to load up these videos because I only know how to create the promised land. I don't know how to do all that computer savvy stuff or whatever. So I'm just trying to load this up. But this video from Raptor News, this woman speaks about there's no more black people. Now, in the book, The Threat with David Jacobs, I'm just going to post up a video of him. He has interviewed thousands of people who have been abducted by UFOs and were tortured by the gray aliens or whatever. And most of the people that were abducted were saying that the gray aliens were telling them what was going to happen to them. And they were saying that in this book, The Threat, that I have posted up on my other videos, because I have it in my book, on my own abduction story of what happened to me. I published that book in 2014 because I was abducted by the Phoenix Lights on March 13th, 1997. If you don't know about the story about the Phoenix Lights, then type in Phoenix Lights, March 13th, 1997, in which the story was that I had contacted MUFON and asked them who else was abducted besides me. And they said nobody else was abducted but you, and that you would have to go under hypnosis so we can get the information. And I said, nah, I don't want to know about, no, I'm not going to give you any information. I'm not going to go under hypnosis. I'm just asking you who else was abducted, because that's what I wanted to know only. I just wanted to know who else was abducted, and if they were abducted, what happened? Because I don't want to go under hypnosis and pull out the information, try to find that out, because I can't unsee what I'm maybe going to see. Okay, so I don't want to see it. If it's bad, I don't want to see it. So I don't know. But no, it's not bad at all. What happened to me, it was not bad. It was, anyway, the ship that came for me was black women on that ship. Now, why do I say that? Because when she said, okay, this is what happened to me. I already explained it in my book. When I was cooking food around 6 o'clock afternoon, And my children came into the house, running into the house, saying, "Mommy, mommy, there's no more stars in the sky. The stars are all gone." And well, I'm going to tell that story later, but let me just, but anyway, I was abducted on the corner of 7th Avenue in Roma, and there was black women on the ship, but I didn't see any black women. I just heard their voice, and they said, "Whatever you hear in these end times, whatever you hear, do not panic. Whatever you see or hear, do not panic." So this Raptor News video here is just perfect. And I'm glad he posted this up, because it gives me confirmation about what was in that book, The Thread, that this white woman, or let's just clarify and just sum it up with a white woman, because that's who was really getting abducted. These white women were getting abducted, and every time they would go under hypnosis, they would tell what happened. And they said that there was nothing but white people in a like building or whatever, huge building, and they were getting their memories wiped out, meaning that they're not going to know if they even had children. They're not going to know anything. They're just getting their memories wiped out. And I put this on Facebook 5 years ago, that white people are only going to see white people, and they're going to either be somebody's bitch or they're going to be food. Okay, they're going to be food. Now that's on one side of the gate. The other side of the gate is where black people will be at. Now that's where the Phoenix Light story comes in at with me, because so when MUFON said, you need to get the hypnosis, and they kind of kept bugging me a little about it, and I said, no, I'm not going under hypnosis for that. Never mind, I don't want to know, just forget it. So I didn't talk to MUFON anymore after that. So I just wrote the book about what happened to me. But the white people will get their memories wiped out. And what David Jacobs was talking about was that people were getting these visions from the gray aliens, that there was going to be mass chaos. People are going to be running around this time. Something is going to happen to where it's going to be a panic. People are going to be running around to and fro, just out of their minds, crazy, mad, crazy. And people are going to be standing on the corners, calm, cool, and collected. One person is going to stand on each corner and they're going to say, "It's okay, just go this way, and they're going to lead the people to a building. This building is it used to be a Walmart, right? So you see how the Walmarts have been shut down during that Jade Helm scenario, that they were shutting down 125 Walmarts and Costco stores. Well, they were leading those people into there. And when you got in there, okay, and then they also will let you shop, and then they'll trap you in there. They'll trap the shoppers in there. That's why I only shop online now for groceries and everything, because I don't want to be trapped in a Walmart store when this thing hits. But anyway, or a Costco store. So I shop my groceries. They come to my house and they deliver the groceries to me. And I don't go to the post office. My kids are grown, so they're, my 18-year-old, he's homeschooled. I will not let him go to school. And he's not even homeschooled no more. I don't, what education system would he learn? Now we finna leave off this planet, so he don't need to go to school anymore. But anyway, so he don't go to school anyway. So when they were leading the people to this building, they were being lured into, I guess, another area where it would lead them to being loaded up into these long trucks. And by the way, about a truck, there was a certain point in time where the UPS trucks they weren't around anymore. Now they're kind of showing up. So for like maybe a period of 3 months, we didn't see not one UPS truck around. And then all of a sudden there's 1 or 2 showing up around. So you might want to be careful about being around a UPS truck now. If you see it sitting in front of some sort of building for no reason, and you might want to stay away from a UPS truck, because they're doing something with these trucks. But anyway, they were luring these white people into these long semi trucks, taking them away. And this is what they were luring him to a abandoned Walmart stores, Costco, whatever. Okay, because something happened where it caused a mass panic in our time, in our lifetime. And when you also look at the book, The Encounters, it was a woman that was abducted, and she saw nothing but black people in the spaceship and in many different motherships or whatever. And she was saying, what's going on here? Why are all these black people? And then the way she said it, it's in the book of Encounters. Let me get that book. Where is that? Oh, here it is. It's in the book of Encounters right here. Get this book. In this book, and where's that other book, The Threat? Here's The Threat. You don't need it now. You don't need to read these books now. All you need to do is just look at this Raptor News video, because he's telling you, because he's showing you how even white people are not going to ever see black people anymore. They're not going to see them anymore. Look.
As I was listening to this screaming, I could have sworn that it was Lucifer screaming. It sounded like it was enraged, like some kind of screaming monster on its way through our atmosphere. It was really weird.
Screaming, like an object. You know how you can, like on movies, you'll hear, like, even on cartoons, when something's falling from the sky, it's like, boof, you know? Well, this was coming from the sky.
Listen to this. There's a sound screaming. It's like a scream. It's so freaking loud, and it's coming from up in the air, like up there. It's been going on. What is that?
In the book, The Threat, it would be a female like Godzilla. You know, Godzilla is a female. Well, reptilians are Godzilla. Well, it's like a large female Godzilla type creature, and it's a lot of them, and they're coming down, and they're only there to eat white people. When we talk about when David Jacobs in his book saying that people are going to be running to and fro and all this, well, it's not so much as the tall Godzilla things is screaming right now that she can hear, but it's other things like the atmosphere. Somehow the atmosphere now hates them. It just did the whole atmosphere, and it makes them panic and run. On the other side where black people are at is where, and I mean, it's just nothing but topia, beautiful, absolutely serene. It was the promised land that I was telling you about. It was, let me repeat that. It was the promised land I was telling you about. Now, it's not, now the promised land that I created is on a third dimensional reality. So it's just a jump off from here. The land that we're standing on right now is the promised land. And we're going to go into it, walk into it, right? And we're going to be in it, right? And we're going to know that there's hell behind us, because that's where the white people are at, but we're going to keep going forward into the promised land. And once we get there, the gates will shut. We will be in a land where we know this is our home. And it would, and see, that's why I'm so happy about this, because I know I don't really have to create it physically, because we're going to walk into like a dimension from here to there. Like I said, like another dimension. And another dimension is like when you stretch out your arm, that's how close the other dimension is to you. Just walk right into it, boom, you're on the other side. But you can still see the evil that's going on over there. That's why when you see this white boy or this Mexican dude say, where we was a whole bunch of black people, like, you know, all the black people that are super conscious was saying, I know he's not coming up in here, because that's what we would say. And he had that feeling because he knew you got to stay on the other side. You know what I'm saying? And so this is what, and I'm so glad that I'm going to break down another video of how every single politician, California senator, every single president knows that I had wrote to them and showed them exactly how to create the promised land. And they wrote me back all the time, especially California Senator Dianne Feinstein. She always wrote me back and she said, "This is the greatest thing that we've ever seen, but we can't help you." Let me repeat that. They know that the instructions on how to create the promised land, but they refuse. You understand what I'm saying? And I was sending them the letters back in 2007, and it's in my book. And so I got letters from President Trump, 3 letters from him, and he was talking differently, but I don't give a fuck about that. I'm just letting you know that they know that you can create the promised land, but if you choose not to, bitch, that's your ass. I'm just saying, it's your ass. Because if you, and they know they are the virus, because I broke it down on the definition of what a virus really is. It's white people. And it's people, and it's the Gentiles that is okay with the destruction of the original black people of worlds. We come straight up out of the sun. We come straight up out of the sun, and we are placed here. That means you were placed here by the Almighty. And if you try to destroy those people, what do you think is going to happen to you in the end? What do you think?
I swear I saw like this thing when the lightning was flashing a second ago. What the fuck? Dude, that's coming from like up in the sky outside of my apartment.
Well, this was coming from the sky.
Gonna do it. Listen. Listen. What is that? I haven't heard it like that yet.
It's like...
What is that? That's so scary. It sounds like someone's screaming.
And it was so loud. It was so loud.
Like a scream. It's so freaking loud.
That everyone on Earth could hear it. No doubt. And it sounded like a screaming monster.
That's that female, what you call that, Kali, or not Kali Yuga, what's that? It's that female Shiva that's stepping on the heads, and she got the tongue sticking out. Well, it's not her, but it's something much more powerful, much more evil than that. And it only comes to, I guess, if you can visualize ripping apart the DNA of a person, it only comes to, I mean, like down to the DNA. It rips the soul apart, the DNA of this scream. The scream will make people combust, explode, make people go crazy. It will even devour people, and it will keep them in a state where their soul is even trapped in this scream. That's how evil this is coming. Like, who's gonna survive that? Well, we won't. Black people are not gonna be there. We're not gonna be here, because even when I broke down that video where I put the video about this one Hebrew Israelite guy who said that he was going to be running. All of the Hebrew Israelites are going to be running for their life, but they not going to have any type of fear or anything like that. Well, you're not going to have any type of fear, and you running through. And he said he was running through buildings, and it was, ducking and dodging and stuff like that. But he had no fear. But that was even fucked up, that you was running, that the Hebrew Israelites was running, because you're a God and you don't run. So evidently, the higher ups that is in control of all of this is allowing the Hebrew Israelites to feel who's after them, who's going to eat you, to let them know that the Bible is the reptilians. The Bible wrote, the reptilians wrote the Bible. And if you're in that Bible, we're going to show you who you've been worshiping this whole time. Well, it's the Most High. Well, is it really? Just because he say he want to be like the Most High means that he's not the Most High. Means that he's trying to be like, and I will exalt myself amongst, and I will be like the Most High. I'm not in the Bible like that, but what I'm saying is that I heard that this Most High man that you've been worshiping wants to be like. That means, nigga, you ain't. That means you're a reptilian and you trying to be. That's that Cain and Abel shit. Cain killed somebody. Abel, okay, well, Cain must be the reptilian that's trying to be like his brother. You know what I'm saying? This shit. So what is coming? It's something much more great, eviler than the reptilians. They have to devour the reptilians. The reptilians is being devoured. This is that scream. That scream is that I'm letting the reptilian, the gray aliens know, bitch, your time is up. So even the reptilians that's controlling the government system is about to be devoured. So you know the heathens is done.
What is that? That's so scary. It sounds like someone's screaming.
The way it was screaming, the sound of this thing.
When this thing comes, they will not warn us. It's on its way, and they're not telling anyone the truth. The Lord let me see this thing later in a vision, but for now he just let me hear it.
And suddenly, an earthquake happens. It was so bad. I was being thrown and flung up and down so violently, so horrible in this vision, that I knew without a shadow of a doubt I was going to die. I was going to die.
But she don't. She'll die, but her soul won't. And that's what in the book of the threat, they trap the soul. And they put the soul in this orange uniform and make you be somebody's bitch. Because you'll forever be trapped. Your soul, you know, she might see that, she might think she's in a physical body, but she's already died. They already killed her already. You know what I'm saying? So the mind is, and the soul is now physical trap. You can't go nowhere. None of these heathens can go nowhere. But, you know, because this was the last go round. When they destroyed Mars, after they destroyed Mars, they said, okay, we're going to let you come down on Earth. And that's when that galactic war happened in 1515 in Europe, because they was dropping the Caucasian down up in the Caucasus Mountains. And there was a war about that. Somebody here was, don't drop them stankin' motherfuckers in over here. And it was a war. But they let them drop, and they said, this is your last go round. If you fuck up from here, your soul will be trapped. And this is what that scream is about. That the lifting of the floor that made them drop down. It was that scream that was dropping them down. It was the air that was pulling them apart. Everything about what they had just entered into is all about hell for them from now on. So you know what I'm saying?
Everything is gonna move 2.5, 3.5 feet up, and 2.5, 3.5 feet down, and repeat violently, straight up and down. It's going to be up and down, up and down. Not side to side, yeah, but it's like the jump is so powerful that it's obvious that everything's going up and down. Begging him, God, how are we supposed to survive that? How is anybody supposed to survive that? It is going to be so freaking bad that people are going to simply, listen, people are going to simply die just from experiencing that. Not even having had a building hit them. There will not be a need for a building to hit them.
I'm not gonna lie. I broke down and I cried my eyes out. What's coming is no joke. Too many of us don't take the Lord serious, and too many don't even believe.
She said they don't take the Lord seriously. White people always say that. People have this misperception that when they say they don't take the Lord seriously, no, what technically it really is that they're not listening to us. Who is the Most High? The Most High is black people. Let's just get it out right now. The Most High is black people encased inside of a body. That's why you need to kind of maybe put the Bible aside a little bit and just kind of look at another book of the original goddess and gods of this earth, and kind of look into your grandmother's history. Go into the Da rules and find out who you really are in America. You are the Most High. And so what have they been doing to the Most High? They've been killing us this whole time. So you ain't been listening to us. The Lord ain't up in the sky, bitch. The Lord is in your motherfucking face, to where we have to go and pay rent. That's blasphemy I've been telling you about. You can't pay rent if you're the Most High. And they know. That's why I say every politician, every president know that I have let them see how to create it in great detail. It's on my website of how to create the promised land on a third dimensional reality, so we can go from a higher dimension. They said, my God, this is the most amazing. And they still refuse. You know what I'm saying? They still refuse. But that's okay. Because and the people say, well, why would you let them see that? Because the universe have to, they brought me down here to show them what, like, this is the chance you had. You had this chance. I brung the woman down here to show you how to create the promised land, and for you to still kill the gods on this earth. This is proof why we must do this to you. This is proof why you must die and never come back as long as you have a soul. We're going to encase your soul, just like that dude said that they were going to encase their soul inside of this capsule after they destroy them. They're going to let them feel the hell on this earth and then encase them inside of a container thing with the hell with them, so they'll just be trapped in this hell. This is what's going to happen with white people. And so they would say, well, you know, people was on Facebook would say, well, why would you send your promised land instructions to them? It's because they must know that I showed you. You know, I found who actually uprooted us and made us homeless from the 1830s to this day. It was the Indian treaties. It was the Department of the Interior. When I wrote them and showed them who I was and what tribe I claimed, which is the Mississippi Choctaw, because that's where, when you look in the Da rules, you'll find where your great grandmother and grandparents came from. I come from the Mississippi Choctaw. Mississippi means all of Florida, all the way up to Michigan to Maine. That's Mississippi. The states wasn't divided. It was all one together. But anyway, they wrote me back, the Department of the Interior, Indian Affairs, because they had to write me back. And they said, yes, we understand, and we will go ahead and help you. You know why? Because I had to tell them, this is what, either you do this or you know, or suffer what's going to happen to you. I'm gonna leave it in the hands of divine intervention, but you have to on a third level dimension, you got to break off monthly tax payments to every single indigenous Negro on this planet in America, because every single building that you built on here owe us rent. We don't owe you, and we don't pay rent. Y'all owe us rent. This is our land. Y'all fucked up. And so they admitted it. They said, we will do all we can help. I know you will, bitch, because you see, they know that I'm not the only one that was writing them, telling them that, you know what I'm saying? But when I came with them, I said, here is where the Federal Reserve will come in at, and they're going to have to pay us rent. Every prison system, every cop that's walking, they got to pay us rent. Damn it. Or you die. And what I basically said, I said, you do this exactly how I have it laid out in a professional manner where you can understand, or you just let divine intervention handle you. Okay? But I showed them exactly how to pay up the money that you owe us so that we can create the land that we supposed to be in before you motherfuckers came here. See? So they know.
I look out across the property. I mean, there's meteors falling. They're not massive big boulders, but there's a lot of them. And they're not on fire or anything. And they're dark, and you can see them. And They're like this big and lots and lots of small pieces. And some are like the size of a football. And there's a lot of them that are really, 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 they're small, but there's a lot of them that are size of a football. Some are a little bit bigger. But for some reason, I'm not at all concerned. Suddenly, this meteor shower starts. And for some reason, I'm not concerned about getting killed because of it. I'm not. I see there's a black man. I don't recognize him. I know my neighbors. So I see him. And he's already looking at me. He's actually coming towards, like he wants to tell me something. And so it's late at night. I'm terrified. Everything is crazy. And he looks like he wants to tell me something. And I don't know him. But what happens next? He gets raptured. I see there's a black man. He gets raptured. I see there's a black man. He gets raptured. I see there's a black man. He gets raptured. Alright, so here's how it's going to happen. It's going to be lightning. Okay? It's going to be lightning. I saw it. Alright, so here's how it's going to happen. It's going to be lightning. Okay? It's going to be lightning. I saw it. I'm serious. It's lightning. It's but it's not regular lightning. It's a super thick neon blue gel-like lightning.
There it is. There it is.
It's a super thick neon blue gel-like lightning.
There it is. There it is.
It's within a flash.
That blue gel is that plasma. It's a personal. That plasma will come to those people, and it's gonna be personal. It's gonna be one-on-one, and it's gonna be personal to them and their soul, and they won't be able to speak because it's gonna be too horrifying. So that blue, thick plasma of intelligence is coming for those the virus. I broke down what a virus is. That virus are white people, and that's why I say when I had to give them the instructions of that, not that they were going to use it, but to show the entire universe, which the universe had me to do it. It seems like to show that, see, there is no reasoning with this virus. The creator of the Promised Land actually put it down into great detail on how everybody can benefit, not just black people, but white people too, who are good white people. I told, I showed them in a business plan format, a proposal business plan format that they can understand. So they have it, and for them to refuse it shows that they are the virus. They are a virus. There's no reasoning with a virus. You can't communicate. You can't, there's no logical reasoning to a virus. You have to destroy it. Just like, humans have viruses. Computers have viruses too. What do? You're not going to let a virus kill you. You're going to get rid of it. And this is what this blue gel is. It's going to get rid of the virus.
His whole body was engulfed, top to toes, completely engulfed in this blue gel, like super thick, supernatural lightning. I'm trying to put words to it.
Remember the movie The Watchmen, that the Dr. Manhattan? It's like that. See, that when I say it has intelligence, like it comes to you personally. So, and so let's say there's a black, because I watch videos of people who I know is black people who are going to all go to the other side and go straight to heaven. People like Kalai, this other guy that I got upset because he said he was the Messiah and people were saying he wasn't. Yes, he is the Messiah. His name is Yeshua Pandria. I made a video about that because he is the Messiah. Well, anyway, people like him is going to be in this blue light thing, and whoever did them wrong, right? They will come to those people, okay? And that's what I mean when I say it's going to be personal. It's a personal thing between you and your enemy. So you're going to come to that person. You ain't got to say nothing. You're just going to stand right there. That's why the lady, see, that she must have did something wrong to that black man that's trying to tell her something. See, he stood there and when he was already looking at her, trying to tell her something, right? That's how black people are going to be with their enemies. They're going to look at them. They're going to be in this blue massive, and you know, of course they're going to get close to them because you can't. You'll blow up because that plasma is so super powerful. But that black man that's engulfed in that blue plasma is coming to his worst enemy that fucked him up down here. And just let him know, you fucked up.
See, there's a black man. He gets raptured.
I was looking at the ground and even wanted a closer look at it, but then when I raised my eyes, I saw a gate. I said, so I said, I must be in heaven.
I see there's a black man. He gets raptured.
I was looking at the ground and even wanted a closer look at it, but then when I raised my eyes, I saw a gate. I said, so I said, I must be in heaven. The peace and where I stood, but I saw a gate. And on the other side of the gate, it was like a whole bunch of black people looking at me. And I had this feel of like, they're looking at me like he think he's about to walk up in here or something. But these people had ancient type of look, like they were taller, different kind of shapes, but they were all black. I didn't see anything else.
Camps. I was in the air and I saw countless people all in sideways formation, like stacked, like standing, like side by side by side by side, and rows of them like that. Okay? And they were all wearing these orange suits, sort of like prison suits, like what prisoners wear. That. And from afar off, because I was in the air, they all looked like men. And they were all young. Like, there was not a single old person. It's hot in here, I'm sorry. There's not a single old person. There's not a single fat person. There's not a single child. And they all looked like men. And they were all bowing down like Muslims. Bowing down like Muslims. And they were forced to. They had to. I didn't see any black people. I just saw whites. I'm telling you what I saw. I usually would cry after these visions. But this one I started crying in the vision. Because I realized that there's no black people. It's gonna be bad. That's what I'm waiting for. Thank you for joining me. Now please I beg you to share this video. People need to know the order of what's going to go down.